Hi everyone, tonight I'm going to talk about forecasting model of Hong Kong tourist arrival based on time series and TCM. In this report, we have 6 parts. And the first part is introduction. I will introduce the research background and research purpose. The development of science and technology, the growth of Western's income and work pressure have promoted the growth of tourism demand. Hong Kong's unique geographical location, free system economy, and cultural heritage have made it an international tourist destination. The low tax rate policy attracts shoppers and made it a shopping paradise. The rise of one-day tour reflects tourist demand of diversified and personalized travel. The tourism industry faces challenges and needs to develop strategies based on the changes in tourist traffic. Accurately predict the number of tourists, optimize resource allocation, improve service quality, and promote sustainable developments. The next part is I will introduce the research significance. This research has important practical significance and theoretical value. Accurately predicting the number of tourists is crucial to tourism development. This research will provide decision-making support for the Hong Kong tourism industry and promote related theoretical research. The next part is literature review. Current research direction mainly focus on 2 categories, traditional model and artificial intelligence model. Among traditional model, a Riemann model and linear regression model perform outstanding, while among artificial intelligence model, deep learning models and ensemble learning models perform particularly well. Specifically, deep learning models such as LSTM model perform well in tourism forecasting, ever better than traditional machine learning models. In addition, some researchers have proposed some innovative model, such as the Prismas model, which improves prediction accuracy by dividing time series data into different stages and express more refined regional characteristics. The next part is data processing. As the COVID-19 epidemic has had an unprecedented impact on the global tourism industry, the data fluctuation and anomalies it has brought do not reflect normal tourist behavior pattern. Therefore, this study excludes data during the epidemic period to avoid the model being affected by these unconventional factors and ensure the accuracy and reliability of the prediction results. The next part is model building. The first model is regression model. The regression equation is very simple. We assume that the number of people we want to predict is y, and then x is naturally the time. The next model is a Riemann model. In order to deeply explore the dynamic change and time series characteristic of the number of visitors, we use advanced time series analysis method. The Riemann model is a statistical model widely used in time series forecasting, which can effectively capture the time dependence, trends, and seasonality in the data. This is the Riemann model's equation. Y is the number of visitors of the time series at the t time, and the C is the constant term. and the phi I is the autographic coefficients, and the theta I is the moving average coefficients. The next model is TCM model. Considering that traditional regression model and a Riemann model may not be able to fully retain the temporal characteristic and intrinsic dynamic of time series data when processing time series data, this study adopted a more advanced temporal convolutional network model. When building the TCM model, we took a series of carefully designed steps to optimize the model performance and ensure that it can accurately predict time series data. The following is detailed explanation of their steps. In this picture, we can know the TCM model uses a multi-layer convolution layer stack structures. Use convolution kernel to scan the input time series data, extract local features layer by layer, and build compressed time dependency. Dilated convolution is to inject holes into the standard convolution to increase the receptive field. Dilated convolution has an additional hyperparameter dilation rate, which refers to the number of kernel intervals. The benefit of dilation is that it increases the receptive field without pulling loose information. So each convolution outputs contain a large range of information. The following figures show the standard CNN and dilated convolution. Just this picture. Unlike traditional convolution, dilated convolution allow for intermittent sampling of the input during convolution, and the sampling rate is controlled by D in the figure. Generally speaking, the higher the level, the larger the size of D used. Therefore, dilated convolution means the size of the effective window growth exponentially with the number of layers. Residual link have been shown to be an effective way to train deep networks, allowing the network to pass information across layers. This paper constructs a residual block to replace a layer of convolution. This picture is the chart structure of residual link. Given input length, kernel size, dilation base, and the minimum number of layers required to cover the entire history, the base TCM network look like this. Through their steps, the TCM model is able to effectively process time series data and capture its compressed long-term dependence and temporal structures. The next part is empirical analysis. In the analysis of regression results, we found that the overall performance of the model was excellent with a coefficient of determination R squares as higher as 18.4%, which fully explained 83.4% of the change in the dependent variables. demonstrating the excellent fitting effect of the model. Although the model performed well overall, there are still some aspects that need to be improved and optimized, including multicollinear sequential correlation and non-normal distribution error. According to the regression result chart, the regression model graphs the general trends of the number of people, but is not effective in predict the more precise change. The next empirical analysis is ARIMA models. In the ARIMA model, we first conduct a unit root test. The results show that the original sequence has a unit root that is a non-stationary sequence. After passing the first difference, the ADF test showed that the sequence becomes stationary, and the result of the Y-nose test show that the residuals are correct and not Y-nose. By analyzing the autocorrelation function and PACF of the different series, this ARIMA model is the best model. The coefficient and standard error of the model indicates that the model parameter estimation is reasonable. Indicators such as mean square error, root mean square error, and mean absolute error indicate that the model prediction error is within an acceptable range. The mean absolute percentage error is 8.64%, indicating that the model's prediction of the data is relatively accurate. The next part is TCM model. From the image predicted by this training set, we can know that the model can accurately show the specific increase in the number of people, but there is still some gap with the real value, but the overall trend is well grasped. From the prediction image of the test set, we can intuitively feel that the model still has room for adjustment to finer numerical changes, which require us to make some error corrections. The RMSE and MAE value indicate that although the model performed well in terms of prediction accuracy, there is still room for improvement. Although traditional, in this part, I will make an conclusion. Although traditional regression model can intuitively reveal linear relationship between variables and capture macro trends, the prediction accuracy is often unsatisfactory when dealing with complex fluctuations and dynamic change in data, which limit their use in prediction the number of tourists in Hong Kong. Compared with regression model, a Riemann model performs better in processing seasonal time series data and can effectively capture the time dependence, trend, and seasonality in the data, thereby generating more accurate forecast results. However, the prediction range of the Riemann model is limited to the layer pairs of given data, made it difficult to use early data for long-term predictions. which limited its application scenarios. In view of this, the TSM model proposed in this article provide a more advanced solution for predicting the number of tourists in Hong Kong. As a deep learning architecture, architecture specifically designed for the time series data, the TSM model effectively captures long-term dependencies and temporal structures in data through the stacking of convolutionary layers, thereby accurately capturing complex fluctuations and dynamic trends. At the same time, the TSM model is not limited by time range and can learn early data and make predictions, which greatly expand the model's prediction capabilities. Although the TSM model shows strong prediction potential, its error handling still needs to be further improved by finely adjusting model parameters, optimizing the training process, and selecting an appropriate loss function. Prediction error can be further reduced and the prediction accuracy and reliability of the model can be improved. In addition, combined with other advanced deep learning model and feature engineering method, the performance of the TSM model can be further improved, allow it to better capture subtle fluctuations in the data and accurately predict current data, providing more accurate information for the development of Hong Kong's tourism industry. That's all. Thank you.